You've probably heard of intelligence quotient tests. These assessments are specifically designed to measure aptitude and ability. But intelligence isn't all about IQ, because IQ tests measure specific skills like reasoning, memory, and problem solving. They can't capture the broader picture of your capabilities overall. Also, people from different backgrounds have varying levels of familiarity with test concepts and structure, so low scores may not always represent actual intellectual abilities. Before we look at signs of intelligence, let's first understand different types of intelligence. Linguistic intelligence. It is the ability to use language to achieve goals. Logical or mathematical intelligence is the ability to analyze logically, to do mathematical tasks, and investigate scientifically. Spatial intelligence. Awareness of an ability to use wide space and smaller patterns, as in geometry. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence is the ability to use the whole body to create, perform, or solve problems. Musical intelligence refers to the skills of composing, performing, and appreciating music and musical patterns. Interpersonal intelligence. Ability to understand the intentions and desires of others, which helps a person work well with other people. Intrapersonal intelligence. Ability of a person to reflect on and understand themselves, including their feelings, motivations, and abilities. Naturalist intelligence. Recognition and classification of different species, weather patterns, and other natural phenomena. This different types of intelligence can be simplified into emotional intelligence, sexual intelligence, and social intelligence. Let's now look at signs that will help you understand your type of intelligence. 1. You value solitude. You might already recognize your introversion, but you may not know that finding fulfillment in your own company can also suggest intelligence. According to studies, people with greater intelligence felt less satisfied with life when they spent more time socializing with friends. Both introversion and intelligence typically involve spending time in your own head, where you might reflect on problems, brainstorm new ideas, and mull over past experiences. 2. You're empathetic. Empathy, commonly described as the ability to experience things from someone else's perspective, is a key component of emotional intelligence. Acknowledging your own emotions is an important first step. However, people with high emotional intelligence generally have a pretty good awareness of what others think and feel as well. High empathy usually means you can sense when people are struggling, often through subtle signs in their body language or behavior. Empathy can also show up as a deeper level of consideration and acceptance of the varied experiences of others. 3. You always want to know more. Perhaps simple explanations never satisfy you. You enjoy reading, art, and exploring other languages and cultures. You ask thoughtful questions that get to the heart of an issue, spend hours delving into the minds of the internet to explore a new interest, or take things apart simply to see how they work. When you want answers to your questions, you go looking for them. So, you continue learning throughout life, perhaps even more than you expected. 4. You have a strong sense of self. Knowing what you need from your interactions is just one part of self-awareness. Your personal sense of identity also relates to your perception of your traits and abilities. A well-developed sense of self signals a high level of intelligence, since a strong self-identity typically means you feel secure in who you are and where your skills lie. 5. You have good body memory. Maybe you can't explain how to get to a specific restaurant, but your body knows the way, even though you only walked to that part of town once, several years ago. Or perhaps you pick up complicated dance steps after your instructor demonstrates them just once. This can make you pretty good at sports and other physical activity, but it can also improve your skill with fine details. 6. You observe and remember. Noticing what happens around you can still suggest intelligence. In fact, the ability to notice and observe can relate to different types of intelligence. For example, if you have great memory for things you read or hear, it indicates you have verbal or linguistic intelligence. A deep understanding of nature indicates you have naturalist intelligence. 7. You're a peacemaker. This skill has several components, all of which tie back to intelligence. This is how you know you're a peacemaker. You read the body language of others, which can offer the first clues to conflict. You use these signals to ask questions and listen empathically to get a full story from both sides. You encourage those involved to consider other perspectives. You help strategize potential solutions to the problem. 8. You can handle the challenges in life. Adaptability is a key component of intelligence. It describes your ability to adjust to new situations or changing events. This trait can also connect to resilience, which is your ability to recover from adversity. Maybe you stand up to uncertainty, ready to meet whatever comes your way head-on. Even when things don't play out the way you hoped, you bounce back quickly, ready to keep trying. 9. You're good at managing your emotions. Everyone deals with painful or unwanted emotions from time to time. That's a normal part of life. The way you handle those emotions can say a lot about your emotional intelligence. Generally speaking, people with high emotional intelligence can recognize complex emotions, understand how those emotions affect choices and behavior, respond to those emotions productively, exercise self-control to express feelings at appropriate time. 10. You tend to worry about things. Highly intelligent people might spend more time worrying because they have extensive knowledge of potential threats and want to prepare for every possibility. This worry might involve brainstorming plans to handle the situation or thinking of ways to avoid trouble. To conclude, there are plenty of ways to look at intelligence as I have mentioned. It is not necessary for you to be good with books, for example, emotional and social intelligence are natural. That is enough for now. Thank you for watching, subscribe and see you next time.